video 2, and I'm just picking up where I left off in video 1, and this is for just doing simple ins and outs and getting footage cut together in your timeline. So this is scene 3. The footage, the dailies are sunk up and all put together. So you'll see here is shot A, the slate for shot A, and then if I scan through, I'll multiple takes of that, and then we'll eventually have shot B, which is a reverse right here. Or I think that's a close-up that we can cut to from the same side. And then this is the reverse here, which is just C. So let's look for the slate for this one. There we go. So A, B, and C. So let's say I want to start with the wide.
Ready? Action!
So I'm marking the in. I can click here or hit the I on the keyboard. I'll play through. Oh, that was loud. The door's pretty crazy, so we're definitely going to get rid of that squeak.
I like it.
When it comes to audio editing.
Thanks.
Pretty cool of your dad to spring for all this.
So now if you are using the keyboard, you can use the space bar to play, or I like to use sort of the J, K, and L on the keyboard. So L is play forward, K is stop, and then J is backward. What's great about that is if you hit L twice,
for all this,
it goes twice as fast. And then that way you can sort of scan through a scene really quickly. If I hit 3 times, guess what? 3 times. And then the K in the middle will be stopped. So I just want to kind of play up to the part where he says, pretty cool what your dad is spring for all this, and then we'll cut to her reaction.
I like it.
Oh, thanks. He's not on zero.
And so there, and then I'll hit O on the keyboard. Oh, right there. And then that'll make the O point, the out point. And now to get this into the timeline, I can do it a couple different ways. I can just click and hold in here. It turns to a little hand and drag it in. There we go. Or I'm Control Z to get out of here, Command Z to get out. Or I can use this here, which is the insert, and that'll pop it in. Or I can use this as overwrite, which we'll get to in a second. And you'll see the key commands are right next to it. So the comma is the same as insert. Now you'll notice it's putting it up here on V2. If you have this issue, it's because you've got your insert select source up here. So look here, it's how this V1, this blue part, says, if I mouse over it, it says source patching for inserts and overwrites. To get the tooltip. If I want to go on track 1, which I do, I'll click that and go down here. You'll notice it only goes on 1 track. This is really handy if you are patching in video and you want to overwrite it without erasing the video that's on there underneath. So I'm going to Command Z that, put it here in track 1, and then insert. Great. Now that's pretty small. I don't want to work that closed in, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. Or you can use plus minus in the keyboard. A couple keyboard commands that are helpful. Up and down. So up is previous cut, down is next cut, which will help more when we get more cuts in there. But now I'm going to cut to this reverse. And play.
Read Charlie, take 1A only, Mark.
Nice soft slate. That's good. Pad's getting set. I double speeded it.
I like it.
I'm going to wait till I have a reaction.
Pretty cool of your dad to spring for all this.
And then I'll go just when she kind of stands up a little bit. So I for in, play forward.
Well, he's not ready.
What I meant. Sorry. It's really cool. I
See how he said.
That's not what I meant. Sorry.
So there we go. O for out, and then insert. So that's it. Rinse and repeat. If I was to cut back to another one, I'd go back over here to this B where we're following her a little bit more. And then I want a little bit of this reaction. So I'm going to go I for in,
Sorry.
play.
It's really cool. Okay?
Thanks.
Something like that. So this might look kind of weird, but let's just try it. I'm just kind of winging it. If you wanted to kind of truncate this so that we get to her look as he's talking more here, I can do this, which I can split this up to the second track here, take the audio down to the next tracks down there, and then over like that. And then what I want to do is mute tracks 3 and 4, so I'm not hearing that audio just yet, just to kind of get a look at this. So I'll hit play.
Pretty cool of your dad to spring for all this.
And you can see she starts talking right there. So
Spring for all.
I'll do this right about there, and then try it again.
Pretty cool of your dad to spring for all this.
There, that looks good. That's the way to kind of tighten up a scene too, so we're cutting away a little faster. But then I haven't lost my dialogue from the original cut. If I want to put this back in here, I can trim all this stuff down, but we're going to get to that in the next video.